Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha Kwadash, the bonus of the elect, apostle, bishops, elders, that great millstone that rule well. Shalom to like Akyat dead who's working sincerity and truth, not for vainglory and scenes and out of scene, out of season. Shalom to the elect men, women, sons, and daughters of the elect of the nation of Israel out there. So shalom unto you. Alright, I'm just getting on the fucking heathens, the Arabs, East Indians, Chinese, Japanese, Arabs, East Indians, fuck them all, man. And they're gonna be our footstool in the kingdom of heaven, man. We gonna walk on their fucking foreheads. Alright? So let's just go here. This is 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. Let's go here. Yeah, it's all the way to further down. Let's go to 7. All right, 7 verse. It says, and then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or what shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Yeah, he was asking about the fall of fucking Esau, the so-called white man, and following of Jacob, which are you so-called Negroes, West Indian Haitians, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. Okay, because it's read, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So, this is Esau's rulership, which is a so-called white man, and and the black man, which is Jacob, with the other 12 tribes, West Indian Haitians, Hispanics, Latino, Native Americans, is going to be the end of rulership of Esau's hill. That's why I said when he held this hill, meaning pulling down of Esau's rulership, the so-called white man's rulership. All right, so let's go down to I think it's 56. Now let's go here to the fucking heathens, man. It says, well, let's go to the 55th verse. All this have I spoken unto thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. So really, even though those heathens have their own land, but the world was really made for Israel's sake. It wasn't made for the Japanese, the Chinese, the East Indian, the Arab, the so-called African, Esau, the so-called white man. It wasn't made for the Syrians, the Assyrians. It wasn't made for their sake. The earth was made for Israel's sake, All right? That's what the earth was made for. They just happened to get certain lands for themselves, at that particular time, and we wasn't supposed to go into their lands because we had the best land, which was the Fertile Crescent, which is over there in Israel. Okay, but the earth, literally, the whole entire earth is made for Israel's sake. Okay, so-called Negroes, West Indian Haitians, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians say. It says, as for the other people which also come of Adam, yeah, because all these heathen nations come out of Adam. All right. You know, when you go to the white man, the so-called white man came out of a so-called black man, which is Isaac and Rebecca. You know, and then you go all the way back to Noah. He had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, those came out of the nut sack of a so-called black man. Okay, all right, so you can understand. As for the other people which also came of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a bucket. So Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai doesn't care about all you heathen nations and all the bullshit that you've done and all the bullshit that you've set up. You know, you're going into slavery under the so-called black, West Indian, Haitian, Latino, and Native American man, all right? And Hispanic man. You know, so because you're not shit to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You know, so all you so-called Chinese and you Arabs and you so-called Africans and you East Indians, all that madness that you into and all that gods, them statues of gold, silver, wood, and stone that you pray to, you're not shit to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right? He don't care about you. He cares about the nation of Israel. That's how we're going to rule over your fucking ass, man. With extreme prejudice. Okay? All right? That's all I'm going to say on that. You as a drop in a vessel, man. Of a drop of water fall out of a bucket. Who gives a shit about that? Nobody. All right? So we're going to rule over you with extreme prejudice. You fucking Arabs and our so-called black neighborhoods, Latino, Native American neighborhoods selling us that fucking rotten hero meat, selling us hookah and Fanta leaves for the weed and the hookah and all that bullshit. You East Indians with your motherfucking liquor stores, you Chinese with your liquor stores and your beauty, what do you call it? Beauty shops selling a black woman fake ass hair, which is nothing but plastic explosive. Hey, listen, the High Priest Shia said that years ago, you know, even though he's not in the truth no more, but he said that years ago, you know, and fake nails and the Koreans selling the fake nails and, yo, man, all that shit's going in. Okay? All right? Because you ain't shit to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And they shouldn't be shit to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, West Indian Haitians, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians either, yo. You should look down upon them, man. Because they're nothing. They're zero. You know? Now, if you want them as a concubine, sure. Israelite man, sure. Black, Latino, Hispanic, Native American, West Indian Haitian man, want them as a concubine, sure. Go ahead. But you supposed to look down on these motherfuckers, man. All right? You know, so fuck you heathen nations, man. You know, and your ass is going into slavery too. Under so-called black, West Indian, Haitian, Latino, Hispanic, and Native American Seminole Indian men. You ain't shit to the power of heaven. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. He don't care about you. You ain't shit to him. You like as a drop that falleth from a vessel, yo. You know? All the abundance of you so-called heathens, you heathen, not so-called, you heathens, you ain't shit to him. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai cares about the nation of Israel. All right? So you heathens gonna get it too, man. You know, yeah, I know we get on Esau, but yo, you heathens gonna get it too, man. Your ass is going into slavery too. Under Yahweh Shai and under the so-called black man, West Indian, Haitian, Latino, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian man, and woman. Shalom. No, fuck you, heathens.